mailman can't seem to get to your house fast enough when you are awaiting an answer from the colleges to which your child has applied. It's an emotional and exciting time for students and parents alike, culminating in the knowledge of where your child may pursue his or her educational aspirations and dreams, as well as the sobering news of how much it will cost to attend each school. Naturally, the final step is to review your options and make a final decision. Alas, that last sentence is not as easy as it seems. In fact, choosing a college or university is one of the most important decisions for your child and your family as well. The experience of higher education will have an overwhelming influence on your child's personal life and career. On the flip side, it will also have some rather noticeable consequences on your family finances. With these factors in mind, there's no doubt you need to make the right choice. Obviously, as you compare the schools and what they offer, a major element in your decision will be the cost of each school. Remember that tuition and fees are definitely not the only factor to consider. In many cases, an institution that appears expensive can actually prove to cost less. Suffice it to say that parents must painstakingly review exactly what the school is offering. Sometimes it may not be totally clear, and if you are confused with any aspect of this stage, remember that we, as college planning experts, can help explain any details. We're more than happy to help. Each school which has accepted your student will send you an award letter, which absolutely must be carefully read and understood. The college will give you an estimate for total annual expenses, or how much an average student spends per year on everything. This includes more than tuition. They're talking about textbooks, housing, food and entertainment, and transportation as well. Keep in mind that these figures are regularly updated and they usually give a decent idea of overall college expenses for that school. However, that number can wiggle up or down, sometimes significantly, depending on your student situation. Those who plan to enjoy restaurants, nights out, shopping trips, and living alone can lead their cost to dwarf the college's estimate in a hurry. On the other hand, living at home or with family allows you to subtract the cost of housing and also factor in your current grocery bill as well. Combining the school's estimate with your individual situation gives a reliable picture of the funds required for the academic year. If you are not already acquainted with it, your expected family contribution, or your EFC, will become very familiar over the coming months. This is the amount the federal government has decided and notified your schools that you should be able to put towards your child's education. Be forewarned, almost everyone is of the opinion that the EFC number given to you is absolutely unrealistic. In fact, you'd think that the universities would be likely to agree with you, but they are on the other side of the fence. Schools tend to think that the EFCs are far too low, and their award letters could even require more money than the EFC. The key figure for you, after all of that, is determining your actual financial need. This can be defined as the gap between the EFC number and the total cost of attending the school. This figure is mostly used by the institutions themselves to calculate your financial aid rather than for your own personal use. Be sure to look for any additional monies being offered to your student by the college. They may have listed some scholarships, grants, and loans which are available to students with your child's background. Note this information because the type of awards is every bit as important as the amount of the awards being offered. The next bit of advice may sound a bit strange, but you should accept every offer your child has received. Yes, every single offer. Even if your child hasn't decided whether he or she particularly wants to attend that school, and even if you're pretty sure that you can't afford it, accept the offers. Accepting them does not commit you to attend any school or to actually take receipt of the offers. Things can change in the interim, and if a student refuses these early offers of aid, they disappear permanently. Send in all of your acceptance letters long before any deadlines, and then get to work on making your final higher education choices. At this point, your decision is at hand. This is one decision that must be made with multiple facets in mind. Money is not ideally the first consideration for the long-term investment, which is your child's education. In fact, the sacrifice of an extra $10,000 or even a little bit more to send your achieving child to a first-rate institution can return hundreds of thousands of dollars more over the course of his or her lifetime, and you'll be picking up the sort of returns and life experience that no other investment can give you. While the opportunity to obtain a quality education rarely comes cheap, there is no doubt that learning is worthwhile. Naturally, just like with any other investment, the money needs to be there in the first place. No matter what a family's income, very few can afford to simply pay for a high-quality college education out of pocket. At the HEFAR Group, our college planning specialists are experts in helping people qualify for more grants and scholarships for college. We also help create strategies to pay for your portion of college expenses without going broke. Visit us online to learn more or call us to schedule a free meeting to discuss a plan for your situation. The simple reality is that finances will inevitably remain a factor in the college choice for most people. For that reason alone, it is crucial that you understand precisely what kind of financial aid the schools have offered. Grants are especially nice because they are essentially free money. Grants do not need to be paid back, so they are far more desirable than low-interest loans, which will save on interest payments in the future, or even the money earned through work-study programs. Work-study programs offer your student money in exchange for on-campus work, but those funds are directly tied to the hours they work in the program. These considerations are important because they indicate that a college's offer of $20,000 in award money could actually end up costing you more than an offer of only $10,000. That could indeed be the case if the smaller amount is a grant and the larger is a loan. For a real comparison, be sure to calculate the full cost of any loans offered with interest, along with the time expected for repayment. In addition to the cost of tuition and the awards offers, there are other elements which will need some serious review. For example, the geographic location of the school will affect rent and food costs, not to mention travel, a short car ride versus a plane ticket for the holidays. Consider all of these points and any others that are relevant for specific schools, and you will give yourself a very realistic idea of how much college will cost at each location. Does all of this seem overwhelming? We understand if it is. After all, we are professionals in this field. As such, we recognize that this is an exciting and nerve-wracking time for your family, and we are here to help you fully understand and weigh your options. Additionally, we are uniquely qualified to demonstrate ways in which you might rearrange your personal finances to qualify for more financial aid and help make college more affordable. If your child is a high school senior, then your trek through the college admissions and financing maze is nearing its end. At this stage, you will likely look knowingly and with a little sympathy at the parents of high school juniors whose journey is just beginning. If you are a parent of a junior student, I urge you to do everything possible to favorably affect your EFC right now. You just finished your base year, which means you're already in this process. The time to start planning to lower your EFC is now. You will be surprised at the amazing effects your current actions can have on your EFC and the amount of your overall cost for college. This is the most influential time for you because the schools will consider last year's income in calculating the amount they think you can pay towards your child's education. Hence, you are already in the financial aid process, and the organization of your finances this year will determine the overall effect of college on your financial situation over the coming 5 years. The key is that you don't procrastinate. Visit our website to schedule a free meeting with one of our college planning specialists. Remember, as a nonprofit company, our college planning services are entirely free. We are a tremendous resource for you in this process, and we'll be happy to help in any way that we can. That's it for this month. Until next month, remember to visit our website to download our College Planning 101 course or to subscribe to our College Planning Experts monthly video series.